Hello, hello, and welcome to another story time brought to you by ABC Read and ABC Learn, in which we are here to help you develop and nurture that love of reading in every child as well as every adult. How are you all doing out there today? Evening, whatever time of day it is, afternoon, real early in the morning, real late at night, wherever you are around the globe. I hope that you all are doing marvelous, fantastic, superb, terrific, great. All of those great adjectives that I use to describe the feelings that I hope that you are feeling right now at this time during our story time read aloud. That's what's up, y'all. See, at first I was about to start spitting those bars. I was about to start saying those lines, but yeah, I'm not quite the rapper. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to doing the whole read aloud bit. But guess what? Can I share something with you guys? If you are interested in becoming a rapper, you need to be doing a lot of reading. You know why? Because the sweetest rappers, the rappers who are just awesome, who, like, when you are listening to those rhymes and they are using all these different metaphors, they're comparing different things to each other and they're just using a lot of vocabulary. Guess what? They are reading a lot. That's how you can tell when a rapper is doing awesome. That's how you can tell when a rapper is great. When they are, doing a lot of rhymes, mixing up my words, right? You tell, see, I'm not a rapper, right? But no, really, really seriously, those people who are rappers, those sweet rap artists, guess what? They are reading a lot. All right. They're doing a lot of reading. And guess what? They're obviously doing a lot of writing. Okay. Because you have to read a lot in order to become a great writer. Okay. So, yeah. So if that's a profession that you are sincerely thinking about pursuing, and I hope that, you also think about pursuing other things as well, but you have some young folk out there, they're like, I really like writing poetry, or, I really like reciting my poetry or turn it into a rap. You can do that, but you have to read a lot in order to gain a lot of vocabulary to use in your raps or in your poetry. That's what's up, y'all. That's how we doing it here. All right. And now I'm about to get started with our read aloud. And before I get started as well, I just wanted to say thank you to my subscribers. I appreciate you. All 129 of you, I appreciate y'all. And please continue to like, subscribe, share these videos. Those of you who have already subscribed, please share with other folks, because I really believe that your children as well as adults can benefit from these read alouds, from our fun times that we're having, and also some of the serious stories that I read as well. I believe these are beneficial. These are going to be ways to help encourage your child into reading more by listening to these read alouds. All right. So I appreciate you guys. Big, 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 big time, y'all. All right. So let's get started. This right here is an awesome, awesome book. And the title of this story is called Phoebe Sounds It Out. And it's written by Julie Zwillich, illustrated by Denise Holmes. Okay? And now what's interesting when you look at her name, right? Phoebe. Now, for those of you out there who are still trying to, work on your sounds, and you're trying to work on getting those letters together, and you're still in the beginning stages of reading, I know when you look at this name, right, you're like, wait a minute, Phoebe. You see PH, right? And you're like, wait a minute, that's a P, that's H, which makes the sound. And wait, there's an O, there's an E, B-E, correct? But wait, let's go back to that P and H. I said Phoebe, and that makes what sound? For what, from what letter? The F, right? So why is that PH making the sound? And how come here, when you see the O, you don't hear the O? And that's one of the tricky, rules in the English language, okay? And you will learn that the PH sound does make the sound, all right? So when you see, for example, the word phone, phone is spelled Phone. But the P and H again makes sound, okay? So you will see what's going on with this and see how this little girl, how she is trying to figure out about sounding out her very unique name. And some of you out there might have the name Phoebe, right? Or have letters in your name that, you may not hear and, you see and you're looking, you're like, oh my gosh, that letter is there, but I don't hear it, right? So let's find out about Miss Phoebe sounds it out. And here is our title page right there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Phoebe pulled on her rain boots. Mama called them galoshes and Grammy called them wellies. But Phoebe called them rain boots because that was what they were for. Splashing about in the rain, Phoebe liked her boots a lot. But it wasn't raining today, so Phoebe decided to call them sun boots. And now she was ready for school. Phoebe's favorite teacher was Miss Martha. She was kind and smart. When Miss Martha saw Phoebe in her sun boots, she said, "Well, we'll just have to put the sprinklers on after lunch and splash around." Miss Martha totally understood boots. "But first," said Miss Martha, "let's work on writing our names." The other teacher, Miss April, put a big basket of pencils on the table and got out her guitar. Miss April liked singing better than talking. Phoebe chose a pencil and then decided putting her right sun boot on her left foot and her left sun boot on her right foot was more important. Phoebe's toes felt wrong in her boots. Miss April sat down beside her. "Phoebe, we're writing our names. Give it a try." Phoebe had seen her name before. Mama had even stitched it on her ladybug backpack. But it started with a P and had a whole lot of other letters that didn't make sense. Phoebe figured her mother had made a mistake. She didn't want Mama to feel bad about it because everyone makes mistakes, even mamas. Just sound it out. Just sound it out. Phoebe put down her pencil and picked up another one. Then she held it under her nose and pretended it was a mustache. Miss April was floating around the table singing quietly, "Just sound it out. Just sound it out." Phoebe sounded out the first letter of her name. This was certainly not how her name began on her backpack. P was for popcorn and pencils. She knew the letter that made the right sound, one line, and two sticks. The next sound was E. E. Phoebe drew one and threw in an extra so the first E wouldn't feel lonely. Maybe that's what Mama was thinking when she stitched that crazy O. And now Phoebe was at a letter she loved. The only one that made sense on the ladybug backpack. And when she sounded it out, a bubble and a stick. The hard part was getting it to face the right way. At the end of her name was the E sound again. Phoebe wanted to try something different. Maybe she could borrow the letter that was at the end of Nikki's name. It sounded right. Nikki wouldn't mind. Miss Martha came over and looked at the children's work. Something's not right, she said. She turned and walked away. Phoebe's boots felt hot on her feet. Maybe they really were only for rainy days. Miss Martha returned and placed a box on the table. We forgot to decorate our names with glitter glue. Phoebe liked glitter glue a lot. She opened the orange tube and squished it all over her name. It sparkled and shone. When Phoebe ran out of glitter glue, she switched her right sun boot onto her right foot and her left sun boot onto her left foot. Ah, that felt better. Phoebe handed her name to Miss Martha, who smiled and said, "What a great start." The end. Well, the end, my friends. And what did we see when we saw Miss Phoebe spelling her name? She spelled her name the way that she heard her name sound, okay? Which was awesome. And that is something that we encourage our young people to do when they are first starting off trying to learn how to spell. And you notice that her teacher didn't go and try to correct her. She said, hey, that was a great start. Why? Because she noticed that Phoebe was listening to how her name sounds when she hears her name, Phoebe. So, how did she spell it? Feeby. And that is something that a lot of educators are encouraging. Educators are telling our children, hey, look, I'm not going to correct you in the beginning when you are spelling your words because guess what? You are spelling the words the way that you hear them. All right. And that's phonics, right? So there you have it. I hope that you all enjoyed that story and learned a lot from that story. And again, please keep reading and please keep listening to our read aloud, you guys. And if you guys have any suggestions of books that you would love for me to read, please put them in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you try to say that real fast and see if you don't mess up on the word subscribe. All right. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. All right, y'all. Keep reading my reading family for at least 30 minutes a day. Peace.